Hello and welcome to a video looking at all the recolours I've done. Started last summer repainting a few cars. Haven't done it much over the winter or the summer, but a week or so ago I had a go at it again. Most of these have been painted last year, well all of them have actually, in the process of doing some more. I put a few back together recently because I was going to do wheel swaps, but it's quite expensive and some of the wheels are quite good and suit the cars anyway. Some of these you've seen in videos before, and there's a few you probably haven't, but we'll go through most of them anyway. Now along the front here we have the Mustangs. This one in green, this is a Vauxhall green. All the colours are real car manufacturer colours from Ford, Vauxhall, Land Rover, Audi and Skoda. Now I think it's called leaf green, it's a non-metallic green from Vauxhall. I think it's quite good, it's sort of like almost an army camo type colour. It suits this Mustang quite well, especially against the dark wheels and dark windows. My favourite colour for it is this Ford colour, it's Tangerine Scream, usually found on ST models. It's a metallic yellow colour. It has come out, as you can see, from the various cars in slightly different shades. This GTR is painted the same colour. I know it's under the lights a bit more, but it is come out a lighter shade. They both got grey primer underneath. I might try it with white primer, see what difference you get. And behind it, this is a Nissan colour. This is a non-metallic yellow. And as you'll see, there's a couple of other cars I've done. It's not the most successful colour all the time, this one. It can, be a bit see-through, not cover the colours properly, but can overfill all the shut lines and stuff, and can show up imperfections. See, there's a bit of a leftover paint or an imperfection in the metal. It'll come out so well. There's something going on here as well, whereas this metallic colour is a better finish. These two are Halford's paints. This one is one off eBay from a Motor Factors that mixed up this colour. This was a boot fair find, this GTR. Is it a majorette or a Maestro? It's a majorette. The opening doors was silver, was a bit beat up, so repainted it. I think it's come out quite successfully. Dark wheels. Might be worth, if I done it before, is tint the windows in the back, darken them a bit. But overall I'm quite happy with that one. Now there's two that I'm not as happy about. This is a Land Rover red, Firenze red I think. It kept coming out quite dry like that, not much gloss, and as you can see the real ones on the road a bit more of a cherry colour, whereas it's come out dark maroon most of the time. Now I might try white primer, or it may have been a mistake on my part. No matter how much lacquer was on it, little or more, or the amount of paint and technique, it always came out the same way. Maybe if these were bigger and I could polish them, I might get a bit better, but I think the colour's still dark and not like the real thing. This is the Matchbox Civic. Do with some detailing to be put back in, like the headlights and tail lights. Overall it's not too bad. Probably could do with darker wheels and maybe tinting the glass, because the white interior contrasts the red paint in the wrong way. Here's a Tesla Model S Hotwheels, not everyone's favourite casting, and I've learned now how to polish the glass up a bit better, which could have been done on this. This was a really beat up boot fair find or charity shop find, and I thought I'd give it a new lease of life. I put new wheels on it as well, some Hot Wheels ones from a car car that I've wheel swapped, brighten up, as though all the chrome had gone. Does look a lot better. Headlight detailing and grille detailing would help, and the same at the back. But the paint finish isn't too bad on it, and certainly better than what we started off with. And in the same colour as the Land Rover Defender, Hotwheels casting. Definitely suits this colour, and I think it will be a contender for maybe some decals put on it to break it up a bit, give it a bit of extra detailing. I think possibly putting the base back on it needs to be a bit higher because there's a bit of a gap between the body and the bumper. Overall it's quite nice. I'm really pleased with this Bronco. It's an Audi, I think Ibis White, Arbis White. Definitely looks smart in this plain white colour with those white grille detailings. The standard wheels are back on it. But yes, the wheel swap would be quite nice, but funds don't allow. But I'm quite pleased with it. I might do another white one and put decals on that one because I quite like this plain look. Looks quite sharp, and I don't often see a Bronco in white. Now this is one I put together recently. It was painted last year. Back on its standard wheels, it's in the Ford colour, the tangerine screen, which I think the shade suits the car. I didn't repaint the grille, as you can see. It was originally a red car. I think I would make more of a mess than would look good if I tried to paint it or make it black. Perhaps maybe with a marker pen I could have put black on it. Then it may have been too much of slab front, because you're getting a bit of that effect on the Defender, all this colour and detail, and then just see a black, whereas on the Bronco the white breaks it up. So I think I'm going to leave it how it is. The axle on the back is slightly bent, but it doesn't show when the car's still, only when it's moving. Moving along, these two were lucky enough to get wheel swaps, the Jag F-Type Coupe and the Shelby 350. My favourite castings of Hot Wheels, of Tarmac Whites, Mini GT, I like it. This one's got these nice black wheels with all the lettering on the tyres and the brake discs and calipers. I'd like to do all the cars. This one's got a different one, the chrome wheel. Maybe slightly underwheeled, maybe needs slightly bigger ones. These are in a Ford colour. This is a purple that you got on Ford Fiestas. Mark 6 facelifts, 2006, 2007, possibly 2005. It's quite a nice colour. You have to be careful with the application because I don't know if it shows up too much. You can get lines and marks where more colour is, a bit of tiger striping. Overall it's a nice colour. I like purple, and I think it does suit a modified car. So you may as well have a look at the Delta Integrale, which hopefully I'll be able to find some headlight and tail light decals for. I've kept the white wheels on it. A bit of detailing will bring this car up a bit nicer, brighten it up. Here's another boot, fair refurb. You can tell by the glass, a few marks on it. This car again was pretty messed up. It was silver originally, looked so tired, and with this casting it does look a bit nondescript, a bit dull, so this colour's brought it up, and I put the grey wheels on it, which contrast nicely. It's good to have that little bank of nice Hot wheels to put on the cars. And along here we have two majorette castings for the Vauxhall Adam and the Ford Purple, and then this is Race Blue by Skoda, similar colour, and then Renault Twingo. Now from the factory they come with painted grills and painted rear end on the Twingo, so they have a bit more detailing, but I quite like the colours and the way they come out. They look really smart. And this was a really forlorn car when I found it, this Porsche. It was in that maroon colour. looking car. Put it back together, giving it the wheels off one of these Shelby Mustangs, 350s, and it's only brightened up. The only issue I found is when I put in my carry case, you can see there's lines. They dug into the paint, and that's an issue I found on a few of them. It's very faint on this one, luckily it didn't do too much. Same on that one and that one. The paint can seem a bit soft and not set on some of the cars. After a year of these cars being painted, I'm hoping that paint's cured properly now. Obviously I don't bake the paints like they would be from the, if you were fixing a crashed car, you'd put it in the oven, bake it off. I'm just letting it dry in the whatever temperature I got, which I've not painted any of these in the winter. It was all painted in the summer when there was some warmth. Now one I've just put back together is this Majorette Fiat Panda 4x4. Puts these little wheels on. I found that I had a lot of nice wheels, but they wouldn't fit in the arches. But this one and a couple other wheel styles fitted, and I think this suits it. It gives it a little bit of a resto mod type look. These wheels, and then in this green colour, which suits the 4x4 nature of the car. Again, a bit of front detailing would help it. And then this Hot Wheels Citroen C4 WRC car, the Land Rover colour, white wheels. I think these are some Lancia type wheels, or similar, and the wheels on that were a bit knackered, so swap them. Here we have the Speedtail, bright lurid colour. I've got another one that I'm just going to paint soon. I've got to choose the colour for that. If you want to comment down below what colour you'd like to see it. And then again, Vauxhall green, we got the Mercedes. I think this colour really suits the car. It is in keeping with the other colours Matchbox have brought out of it. Standard wheels on it. Again, useful on this, the grille and the headlights are a separate piece. They kept that detailing, you just lose the number plate and tail light colours as well. Here we have a Lamborghini Aventador, Majoretta, in this blue. I thought it looked a bit cheap before the car. It's nice to give another shade and make it look a bit smarter. And here's the Project, what was it, I forget what you call it, but it's an XE. Saw this car for real at Frankfurt, and it looks really good in this bright yellow tangerine screen. It's on its original black wheels, which contrast nicely. And in the corner we have this Nissan. Just trying to remember. Oh yeah, I think this one was in good condition. There's a brand new one out of the box when I repainted it. Changed the wheels to these dark black ones, which I think really suit the car. But most of the cars, when I put them back together, roll. That one barely rolls. I think the rear axle's pretty much locked up. So I lost that, but at least it stays still, because where it is now is a bit of a slope, and this Ford GT here likes to roll away, so it's propped up with a little bit of that brown gravel you can see in the background. This is another one I put back together the other day. In purple, I'm painting another one, and it's going in this green colour, so I'll be able to put them together and compare and contrast. These two I'm really pleased with. I've done the front's one colour, rear another, so tangerine screen at the front, and then the Vauxhall brown at the back, and the Ford purple at the front with the Skoda blue at the back. We'll swap on the Stinger, standard wheels on the Civic. I think I might be able to get some headlight tempos for the Civic, which will finish it off nicely. So So comment down below which colour combinations you think will work, I could do next time. These ones work nicely, so we need to find some colours that do. The way I do it is you just less is more. Know when to stop, keep the can away, don't be too thick with the paint, and then you get that nice join, which shows up more in the Civic. So it gradually fades in and you can probably just about see it. Luckily with a big glass roof, get away with things a bit more on the roof of the Stinger. Those two really proud of, as is the Subaru. I think this paint job's come out really well. Really clean finish. Really pops. It's got the gold wheels on it still. Definitely looks mean. And I think it's really good. Here's the Koenigsegg. This red wasn't too difficult, even with all this detailing down the back. It's a fairly plain looking casting. I thought might be able to make it look a bit brighter. The brighter colour works, but it's still a little dull. And then there's the Volvo here now in brown. Now the issue, once I took it apart, I realised, is the base is going to be a different colour. So it sort of works with this brown, but if I want to repaint it, I need to plastic prime and try and get the plastic to take the paint and not just peel off. So I've just left it with the red. Looks quite nice. There is a mistake down the side. I don't think it's going to come up on camera, but the paint isn't very good. It's almost like I'd masked it and covered over some of the metal, but that's not what happened. I think it just never got there. And then this is a good example of that Nissan yellow not being the best. I think it is the case with the non-metallic colours. They don't always look as good, and they feel a bit thick compared to the metallic ones. So yeah, the grille detailing is not amazing, and around the back there's some bare patches. You can just about see below the rear door handle where the paint's not very good on that car. And this colour is a Motor Factors one. This is another Halfords, both of these are. Here we have the Porsche. Its original wheels in the purple is a nice colour for it, but I think to make this car work it does need detailing. And being one colour, it's gone a bit slabby. Needs a bit dark detailing to really lighten it up, especially with the dark interior, dark wheels. But as I say, that can be added once I know how to do it better. And this one is a Rover MG. Here's Le Mans Green. Come out a bit darker than the standard colour, maybe need a lighter primer or something. Standard wheels on this. The TMC Cyclone. I think I may have painted another car that colour, but I might use it again soon. I've got a little MGF that I'm repainting the Matchbox version. The red paint was pretty destroyed on it, so it's a good candidate, so I'm going to use the Rover MG colour on it. Seems only right. Comment down below which is your favourite conversion. If you've got any suggestions for colours that I should use in future, I've ordered Volkswagen's Viper Green that you could get on the Scirocco. It's a popular colour to repaint some T5 and T6 vans in it I've seen. Let me know which colours you think I should use, whether I should do any more of these two-tone colours, which castings you think will work. Bear in mind you have to try and choose some ones that aren't, badly affected by not all having the grills and headlights repainted on, as some can be, like the Jag at the back. Definitely needs the grill and headlights. So let me know. I'll see you in the next video.